To Pseudo Serious Podcast, episode 5 with Biggs.
Hello.
I shouldn't be like so formal. It's like, this isn't a YouTube video. What am I doing? I'm like screaming. Please work. Please? Please? Oh. I think it's working. So, what I've done is I've loaded up on the YouTube backup server.
Wow.
Yeah.
Smart thinking.
Look at that. Welcome to the Pseudo Serious Podcast, where sometimes it just doesn't work.
And sometimes it's serious.
Yes. It's time to get serious. So, I got coffee. I have been drinking my coffee. And I'm having a brain fart. So, what did we talk about last week?
We spoke about...
Oh, we were talking about labels.
Yes, labels. We
And-
went deep.
It sounded a little bit racist, but it got good towards the end. So,
We're treading that fine line.
we're going to wait until everyone gets in. We got a new overlay made by J-Bomb.
Oh yeah, let me check that out a sec.
It's wonderful. It's like super fancy. I can play games. I don't have to like pretend to be professional. I can just be professional. It's great.
Oh yeah, it's looking good.
We got current topic is totally not the Fine Bros.
No, I've just realised about the YouTube. This is like totally off topic,
What?
but I was about to go on there and like the podcast, but because I've already liked the previous one, I can't like it again.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, you could only like it like one time.
Unlike it and then like it again.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
Yeah, so I got all sorts of overlays and professionalism going on, and I can't see. So right now I have my Minecraft a quarter of my screen so that I can have Skype open, and I can have the OBS open, I can have the YouTube stream open, and I'm like squinting right now. It's like, So I'm just going to enlarge this. It's not going to look terrible, I hope. There we go. Okay, I feel a little bit more normal. I can still see the chat. It's all good. Hey, I think it's fun watching the Fine Bros live sub count. That's right. That's right. Oh, we'll go on Social Blade right now, and we can check that out. So
No,
if
there's an actual website where you could do live sub count.
oh no way. I'm not gonna stream that, but
Yeah, it's called Live Counts.
that's awesome. Does it show you like when someone unsubscribes, or do you just
Yeah,
refresh?
it's live.
Oh, that's excellent. I've seen it on Twitter, but I've never
Yeah,
really.
people do it when they get to like 1 million, don't they? They sit there watching it.
Oh, look at my subs. Look at me. Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah, it goes going down every second. Oh, it just went up, went down, it went
Oh,
down. Again.
that's crazy.
61, 59.
Can you link it to me?
56. It's just going down and down and down.
That's excellent. They've if you don't know, we're gonna wait to get into this. Fine Bros may have shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah,
It says the Fine Bros have 0 subscribers.
Really?
I think there's an issue. Yep. 0,
Maybe they can see into the future.
0 subscribers. It's yeah. Go to the channel. 0 subscribers. Be terrible.
Just type the Fine Bros in yourself, and then it should work.
Live accounts. .x10 host.
Just go to live account. Yeah, oh wow, x10host.com. Yeah, x10host is a free website. That's why it's a free hosting site.
Yep. It's not working for me. I only see 0 for anyone. I'll check it out later. You can give me the live feed of the live feed of the Fine Bros account. So we're gonna wait a little bit to get into our main topic. However, maybe give some background information. The Fine Bros, they make a channel, a type of content called React videos. I'm sure you've seen all of it. I'm sure you love it to death. The most original type of content ever made. And they decided to copyright their show. Now,
That's where all the drama started.
all the drama people are saying like, "Whoa, you can't just copyright React. What if
But
I have?"
they didn't come out with the copyright. They came out with an announcement saying that they've got this new. I see it as like a network. I see it as like a multi-channel network, as in like machinima and
That's
stuff.
what I thought it was at first.
That's how I see it. But they've got this new thing called React World, where it allows people to use their brand on their channels, like get their logos and stuff like that. That's what their announcements were. But amongst some digging that people did, they found out that the Fine Bros actually trademarked a few words. Well, that's what it says on paper. They trademarked a few things, and one of them being React. And the internet is kind of blowing up right now, hating on the Fine Bros for trademarking these words.
Yeah. Now, that would be, you know, okay, I guess, in my opinion, to trademark your title of your show, you know, the one thing you do. The issue is that React videos are...
If we start this off, yeah?
Yeah.
Just simple start off, right? Do you agree with everyone bashing them, or do you have a different standpoint on it?
I have a complex standpoint because I don't... nothing is ever black and white. You can't just be like, oh, Fine Bros are evil, Fine Bros are the heroes. They have made a decision, and that decision has consequences. They've decided to protect themselves, but at the cost of liberty of using Fine Bros in my videos. Now, that's to protect their brand. They're trying to protect their brand. They're trying to keep their presence alive because they have millions and millions of subscribers, and they want to maintain that. They want to maintain their brand. You know, just like how Vadict wants to copyright his name because that's his brand. That's his livelihood. Mm-hmm. The problem is that React videos are a genre on YouTube, an entire genre. Vadict is not a genre of videos on YouTube. That is a name. Mm-hmm. So they're claiming that React is their brand. That's their name, their intellectual property, which is kind of flimsy. It's a flimsy argument because React videos were around before them. However, they popularized it, but they don't own it. But it's their show, but anyone can make React videos. It's not like they have some kind of special way of doing something, a special technology that enables them to make React videos. Let's say have to protect that technology. It's just React videos. They're just reacting to a video that was made by someone else.
Yeah.
So it's really, really flimsy. Really flimsy.
I've got quite a long opinion on it. Mm-hmm. So my overall standpoint on the whole thing is I do think people are overreacting. Mm-hmm. I do think they're overreacting, but from the other side, I do also think Fine Bros have been a bit shady about it. Yeah. And I'll tell you why. The reason I think they're being a bit shady is because everybody thinks that, well, on paper, if you look at it just from on paper, it looks like they've trademarked the word React. That's what it looks like. But they haven't actually trademarked the word React. There's no court in the world that would allow anybody to trademark a word, just like a general word like that. Because that means if anybody writes a book or writes an article and has the word React in it, they would need to pay them royalties. So there's no court in the world that would allow that anyway. So they haven't trademarked the word React. They've trademarked their series called React. So that's how they've kind of got around it. So they've probably gone to the court and said to them, look, we don't want to trademark the word. We want to trademark our series, which is called React. It's similar to how Sony wanted to trademark the term Let's Play, but Sony got rejected from trademark that because it was too general. But they got around it by saying, we're not generally trademarking React. We are trademarking our overall series. So that's kind of two different things. And that's where I think people are overreacting a bit. But here's what I think sneaky is that it all depends on how Fine Bros, what they do with this trademark, because in a court of law, they probably wouldn't have a leg to stand on if they tried to claim the React trademark. But when it comes to YouTube kind of has its own justice system, I guess you could say, with the what's it called?
Content ID.
Yeah, the content ID. They have their own system. So when it comes to YouTube, because the Fine Bros have this legal paperwork saying that they own React, they kind of have some backing. They have some leverage that they can use on YouTube to get stuff taken down if they wanted to. but it doesn't. It all depends on how they use what they have. That's what I think.
Now, there's going to be a rift. So, and it's just like how they use it determines whether or not this is shady or not, like you said. Now, people are assuming the worst because people have this infatuation with kicking it to the man. Man of power tries to protect something they own. Everyone says, oh, this is automatically evil. So people are going worst case scenario. And worst case scenario is that they start attacking other people with React content that is slightly similar, but not really, because React is a type of genre on YouTube. Now, if they don't do that, then it's just them protecting their brand. Now, I heard that there has already been one takedown, but I'm unsure of whether or not if it's like I also heard that it's like a blatant ripoff of the Fine Brothers video in their style.
Yeah, but that comes to the point. It all depends. Like, they have this power to do it now. They do have the power to take down videos because they will just go to YouTube and say this video is against our trademark. Show them the legal papers or whatever, and then YouTube will just take it down because they can't bother with the fuss. But if that guy who had his video taken down went to the courts, I guarantee that Vine Bros wouldn't have a case unless that guy has used their logos, has used their actual they have called the series like Elders React or something like that. Unless they've directly copied them, then they wouldn't have a case, in my opinion. So I said in the chat about the Burger King analogy that they used. Yeah. I think that's a little bit flawed because I feel like, yeah, it's true. I could go and make a burger restaurant tomorrow. It doesn't have to be Burger King. Well, but if I went and made a YouTube series tomorrow and I called it "Have You Seen This?" and in that series I got people and I showed them videos and the topic was "Have you seen this video?" and it was them pretty much reacting to viral videos. Yep. Now that's technically similar to what the Fine Bros do, but I'm branding it myself. It's got a different name. It's got a different logo. It's called "Have You Seen This?" Technically, they have the power to take that down if they wanted to. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It all depends on what they do with the trademarks that they have.
I think a better analogy that I think I mentioned to you was like the burger analogy. It's like you can make a burger shop, but you can't call it a burger, and you can't make it the same way. So you got to make a burger inside out just so it's different. Now, so it's like, oh, here's my meat sandwich, and we make it a different way. And that's like the only way to be safe. You can't open a burger shop. You can't make any more React videos because React videos aren't something like special or unique. It's just a thing. You react in daily life. I think the issue, if this was a more complex thing, like Linus Tech Tips, and if you did Minus Tech Tips, a show where you review technology and then do all this stuff, that is a unique piece of intellectual property. React videos are not.
I think that's where a lot of people are getting very angry because at the end of the day, Fine Brothers are kind of trademarking a series which is based off them using other people's content anyway. Yep. And I think that's where a lot of people are like, what? And you're trademarking something where you use other people's stuff anyway. Because let's say if everybody trademarked their stuff, they wouldn't even have a series.
Exactly. So, and it's weird. It's all down to the general format that they have. So by their definition, you could make a React channel if it was different enough and had different branding and different style, but you cannot do that because it's just reactions. How can you have a different format?
But that's the line, isn't it? What is classed as different enough?
Yeah, so that I don't get copyright. What would be good enough for you?
Is someone sitting down at a desk looking at a computer screen different, or is that too similar? Yeah, because I think that's general. Like anyone can sit down, look at a thingy. Because let's say I get a nice background tomorrow, I get a family member, and I show them a video. Is that too similar to the Fine Bros?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Just because it looks professional and it's got a different name, is that too similar? Yeah, I don't know.
It's that's just where the line. we're given permission, like for example, us. We're given permission to oh Biggs, your microphone's being tapped.
Oh, sorry.
We're given permission by Jeb, Notch, whatever, to play Minecraft and enjoy it and put our own spin. I had a thought, I lost it. Like, okay. This is not new. People are always try to protect what they own. We as YouTubers are used to the fact that we can upload whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just found diamonds. Isn't that great? So we're used to the fact that, like, hey, I want to upload this thing. I can. That doesn't happen in the real world. That's a unique case. So now someone's trying to protect what they own, and people are getting angry because they're used to a certain way of living. Now, whether or not they have the right to do that is like a different thing entirely.
Mm-hmm.
But it is good to note that YouTube and this free content is a privilege to make.
Yeah.
And it's good to take a step back and realize that something like this can happen in anything. It could happen in games, happen with music. Entire channels were destroyed because people decided that it's not okay for you to share what we own.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not Fine Bros is owns React isn't one thing or another, but I think an argument was also made that what if other people that own content that what if other people own intellectual property and they decide to take action like Fine Bros has?
Yeah.
That's another fear, like the slippery slope.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like I watched both videos. I watched their announcement video and I watched their explanation video. I wanted to say an apology video. But
We're not evil, trust me.
Yeah, it was an explanation video, I guess. I watched both, and both of the videos, I get this kind of undertone of they're annoyed about something, and they're not annoyed about the people's reaction. I feel like there's something that's happened where someone has ripped off their series, whether it's a TV show or whether it's someone on YouTube have blatantly ripped off their format. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's what sparked this action from them. Maybe they've been too hasty and maybe they should have done something different because the backlash is way worse than one person ripping off their show. Because I feel like sometimes a lot of these people, they forget how big they actually are. These people have 14 million subscribers. If someone wants to go and start a reaction series tomorrow that's similar to theirs, why do they care? Just continue doing what you're doing. You should be flattered. They say someone copying someone is like the biggest form of flattery. Why are they bothered? But I can understand if it was like, I don't know, like a TV show did something similar to them and they stole their idea. That's different. But if someone on YouTube kind of ripped them off, why do they care about them? You guys have your own fan base. You get millions of views a month. You're doing very well for yourself. Why do you care if someone is doing something similar to you?
I know the answer, and that's because reaction videos aren't anything special. Anyone can make reaction videos. Just like for me, anyone can make house tutorials, put a little SEO, there you go. They now have, I am now in competition. The only reason that they're huge is because people watch their particular type of reaction videos. Now, it doesn't matter. It could be anyone. It just so happens to be the Fine Bros that have the power in this situation. They got big enough. Now they have the action, the power to take action. Before they used SEO or, using the search algorithm to protect their property, making sure that no one else can get viewership by searching for reaction videos. You go search React, you'll get Fine Bros. Now they're taking more action because anyone could come along, make a reaction video type channel, and it would be the same. It's not like they have any skill sets that allow them to make reaction videos better than anyone else. Mm-hmm. Anyone can do it. And they realize that this could go away. Their millions of subscribers could just leave for some other pretty face online because there's no skill, there's no speciality. It's just you reacting to other people's content that other people made.
Yeah.
So anyone can do it.
Zai made a tweet. I didn't make a tweet. Zai said something in the chat where she said, apparently the Fine Bros were offended by Ellen because apparently Ellen did something similar to what they do,
Whoa.
and they didn't give them credit. Now that kind of backs up the point where I was saying I felt like they were annoyed about something, like someone who was bigger than them, so they had to take this big step to do something about it.
There you go. There you go. Ellen. Who? Okay, I could watch Fine Bros. Or I could watch Ellen's sponsored reaction YouTube channel. She could make one right now, and they would go away. Because who doesn't love Ellen? She's great.
Well, when was this tweet made? That's why I'm just asking people in the chat, because apparently the tweet says, it says, "Is this shame not to have the Ellen show reach out to us?" Versus just fully taking it as their own. That happens too often.
That's the thing. Ellen didn't go online and find the Fine Bros and say, this is a good idea. She just decided to react, or I don't know what she did, but it's not like this is something unique that you came up with and she's stealing. This is a human condition. People react every day. People like to see reactions.
The thing is, I do think a lot of TV shows do take ideas from YouTubers. I do think they do that.
Yeah.
But I don't think a lot of the ideas that YouTubers have are not unique enough for people to get butthurt about. Like reaction videos, it's not unique enough an idea. Like getting kids to because I bet it was the fact that Ellen probably got some kids to react to some videos. That's not unique enough
exactly
for you to get so hurt about. I know that's what your YouTube channels are based around. It's like me, right? And I've said this a million times, I'm someone who's been on YouTube for 3 years, for a long time, and I started doing furniture videos on YouTube around the time when no one else was doing it. When I started doing it, a lot of other people started doing it. Now, should I get butthurt about other people doing furniture videos? Because it was inevitable. Do you know what I mean? It's not that unique of an idea. It's inevitable someone else was going to have the same idea eventually.
Exactly. So that's the whole thing. They have something that isn't anything special.
Yeah, it's not that unique. The way they present it is their own style, but it's not unique.
If they had confidence in in the content they made, they wouldn't copyright. They wouldn't go to such lengths to prevent anyone else from making it. They know that anyone can come and make reaction videos. Anybody. Just like Minecraft tutorials, just like mini games, just like anything else, this low-level content, this low-effort content, anyone can do it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, what they do is not that difficult.
Nope.
Because they have a great production quality. They do. I'm not going to take anything away from them. Like the way they present their videos and their presentation for it and stuff is brilliant. Like no one has the quality they do on reaction videos at the moment. But if me, you, and a few other Chaoscraft members had enough finances, a studio and editors and producers and stuff like that, and we had the budget to do it, we could do something similar.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping us.
Yeah, it's nothing stopping us. It's not that difficult what they actually do to get people play some viral videos. Ray William Johnson, he just reacted himself to viral videos, you know? It's not a super unique idea. They probably just watched Ray William Johnson and thought, you know what, it'd be cool to see if kids could react to this.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not super unique for them to go this far, but I must stress, they haven't. A lot of people on the internet are saying they've claimed the word react. We can't do reacts. We can't do this. We can't do that. It's not that. The way they've got away with claiming this word is that they've trademarked their brand, the React brand. So technically, someone has to name a series React, and it has to look exactly like their series. That's it on technicality, but it all, like we said at the start, it all depends on what they do with this now, because they could cause a fuss and take down any video if they wanted to. They could, but it all depends on the ball's in their court, and they've got a lot of people looking at them now, and if they mess up, it's just going to get even worse.
Someone's saying that Ellen started React videos before Fine Bros did.
But that's what I mean. If they honestly think that they were the ones to get other people to react to videos, then I think they're a little bit delusional.
Yep.
Because they were not the first. They really wasn't. They were the first to maybe do it at the production quality that they did it in, but they wasn't the first to do it as a whole. Because I can think of a video where someone got their grandma to go watch a video and watch TV, and that was it. Like, but they just took it up a level and made it look more professional.
Yeah,
that's all they did.
They're just it's not stable. Their channel's not like a stable thing. Anyone can do it. Taking action to protect it, taking advantage of their size right now, their power, their funds to try and keep this capital alive. And it could fall, but that's just how it is. Like I said, Linus Tech Tips, if you want to copy him, you would have to like have considerable knowledge of the industry itself. You would have to be intelligent, have skill sets. So he doesn't have to go and copyright his entire brand, his channel. He might like copyright the name, the title, but if you want to have a tech channel, go right ahead, because not easy.
Yeah, it's because if you watch the Fine Bros, like, do you watch any of their videos before?
I've seen a couple.
Like, I remember there was a phase where I went through a lot of their videos and I was watching them. Well, like when I first found them, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool to see these people's reactions, right? But the stars of the show are the people reacting. It's not even them.
Yep. Well, it's the thing. It's like it doesn't matter who's the star. It just matters who's making the money off the videos. No,
but like what I'm trying to get at is the fact that, like, I wouldn't have watched another Fine Bros video or another Fine Bros video, like gone on a chain of watching their videos, if someone in that video didn't make me laugh or whatever, you know? Like, usually it was someone's reaction or something silly that they said, like I found it funny, and then I watched another one.
Yeah.
But that's not the Fine Bros. That's the person's personality who's reacting to that video. You know, if that person who I found funny in that video had their own channel reacting to their videos, I'd probably watch that instead of the Fine Bros. Yeah. But it was just the fact that they were on the Fine Bros channel. I think it was like a little kid. I think some little kid said something silly and it was funny. You know, and then I watched another one, then I watched another one, you know?
That's what I'm getting at. Anyone can do it. So that's why they're setting up the Fine Bros world. So rather you making your own React channel, go make one for Fine Brothers so that they can keep their empire alive. Empire based off a bunch of silly reaction videos.
It would have been a lot easier if they just came out and said, look guys, we've got some good news. We've started up a YouTube network, and if you join this network, you have to be strictly doing React videos, and we're going to be supporting you throughout that, giving you graphics. You can brand yourself as a Fine Brothers channel.
See, the thing, a better way to protect your intellectual property is make people want to join. Make it better to join you than oppose you. That's how you grow an empire. People, like you said, have benefits. People are like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to start my own reaction channel against Fine Brothers. It would be better. I'd have a better chance if I just went with them. And then Fine Brothers grows their base.
Because technically, right, I could go and start up a new channel tomorrow and call it React UK. Sign up to their thing and use their branding and just say, look, this is React with only UK people in it.
Yep. There you go.
And I think that's what they wanted. I think that's what they wanted. That's what they were trying to say. But I just had the whole announcement to me, it had this undertone of, we're annoyed. Yep. Screw you, whoever they were talking to. Where that's why I don't feel like it came from a genuine place. Like they were saying, this is for you guys. We want you to be a part of this. But I just felt like that didn't sound genuine. Personally, I just got from it like, someone's ripped them off and they're annoyed, so they've done this. That's the kind of tone I took from it.
They're just scared. That's all it is. They could go away like next day. So, moral of the story: don't make reaction channels.
I've seen I've seen on Reddit though, because like this whole thing with the Fine Bros is kind of brought up a lot of different subjects of like, especially on YouTube, like other YouTubers could do the similar things. They could claim something else or something like that. And I think that's silly. I think that's silly to think that other YouTubers could do something similar. Because what people need to remember is that they've trademarked their brand, not a name. You know, it's like the Let's Play thing with Sony. It's like Sony couldn't do it, so why is like a YouTuber going to be able to claim the word tutorial? They're not going to be able to do that.
So do they have less power than we are thinking they have?
I think they do. I personally think they do. I think if you had a React video tomorrow and the Fine Brothers tried to take it down, I think they would generally succeed in taking it down, because I think YouTube would just give in to them because they're a bigger channel. But if you decided to take it further and took it to court, I don't think that would hold up in court for the reasons they took it down.
They're banking on the fact that people aren't going to go to court, and court costs money, and they have money, and you don't.
I think with YouTube, and you see it, I've been a victim of it, that people have claimed my video saying they own it. And with YouTube system, I think if you've got a little bit of legal backing behind you, aka legal documents saying you own a trademark, YouTube will just do what you say. Like if I approach someone if I had a document and said I own the word tutorial, and said to YouTube, I own the word tutorial, I want this tutorial taken down, I think YouTube would do it, because they couldn't be bothered with the fuss.
I think the last thing YouTube wants to do is get sued again. They're just like, you know what? Just do what you want. Do you want? I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to get in trouble. It's between you and the person you're allegedly stealing copyright from. Here you go, free reign. If you have the power, go. Because, you know, I don't know. There's instances where it's just like, oh, a bunch of musical artists are like, you have copywritten music videos on your website, and we're not making any money from that. Take those down, or we're gonna sue you. So what is Google gonna do at that point?
Exactly. But I do think the way they delivered their message, their first message, other than the fact that I said it sounded a bit like undertone that they were annoyed at something, but I just felt like it just sounded very arrogant. Yeah. Like the whole, like, we want to look back at this moment and see that this changed the world. It's just like, huh?
It sounds very supervillain-esque.
Yeah, it's just like, hold on a second. You're talking about licensing. You're talking about trademarks. You're talking about taking over the world. And genuinely, you're talking about something that you didn't create. You're reacting to other people's videos.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I think that's where a lot of people are like, screw you, Fine Bros. Who do you think you are? You know?
Yeah.
I think that's where it all stems from.
I think like, just people, internet gets very angry very quickly. Sometimes we should take a step
Especially
back.
Reddit.
Reddit's just like,
this is where it's all blown up on Reddit.
If you
would
have
get on Reddit, it wouldn't have happened.
Reddit's a format where you post like a one sentence thing, summarize this entire thing in one sentence. Fine Bros copyright React videos. That sounds terrible. Read into it. It's terrible, but it's not as bad as people think.
Yeah, I can see what people were saying about, like, oh, they're just trying to get out of it now by saying we haven't claimed React videos, we've claimed the brand, not React videos. But yeah, whatever I say now, I just feel like I'm going around in a circle, because it genuinely does just come down to what they do with it. Maybe if no one noticed that they claimed the word React, they might have done like shady things with it. But it might be a good thing now that people have actually noticed.
Yeah, they are under a big lens right now.
Yeah, it might be a good thing that people actually notice what they've done, so they can't abuse their powers now.
It's good that people are taking action against, corporate, I guess. But we should probably, there are other people doing shadier things.
I think it's inevitable, though. I feel like YouTube is such a fast-growing industry.
Everyone's trying to take control. It's
inevitable that the business side of it is going to come into it.
Yep.
It's just going to happen, and you're not really going to get, like, I think probably 5, maybe less years than that, 5 years from now, the odd YouTube channel where you've got someone sitting in their bedroom is probably going to be very rare.
Yep.
It is probably going to be rare because it's just such a business now.
One thing is, like, I make it a note the idea that we can upload Minecraft content and be mildly successful without insane amounts of investing. That's unique, you know. Like I can make a tutorial and get viewership. I don't have to show my face. I don't have to have like all this production value. Anyone can make mini games and get funds, but
you take away the cost of a PC. Starting YouTube is free.
Yep.
And you can, and I know we're going back to the topic of money all the time, but you can earn money from it for literally next to no expenses if you already have a computer.
Ooh, I had a thought, and then I was gonna say it, and I forgot. No. You were talking about like right before like that last sentence. You were saying something about what was it? What was it? What were you talking about?
You're talking about how it's a platform where it's easy for us to just record videos. We can no promoting. We can just do it.
What was I gonna say? It was like right before that. I gotta go back in the video. What did he say? What did he say right before that? I can't remember. It was a good thought. It was a thought on YouTube as a whole. I forget.
Oh, being like it's just such a business now.
It's such a business.
YouTubers are like people recording in their bedroom are not going to be around in 5 years' time.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just go off a different topic. It was a good topic. I'm disappointed in myself. Always write things down.
Yeah.
Shoot. What was it? No, I'm sad. You know when you forget, you just want to like die because it was such a good idea, and then you can't remember it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I think I've only been on YouTube for 3 years now, and in those 3 years, it's changed so much.
Yeah, I think yeah.
It's changed. Go on. I don't want you to lose your train of thought.
Yeah. I made a mention of how you don't go on Facebook or Twitter and see people trying to copyright information or copyright certain words or tags because that's a free platform. There's no money in it. It's just advertisement, I guess. But on YouTube, there is a business model, and that's where all this stems from. If YouTube was undoubtedly free, you wouldn't have this issue. You wouldn't have this idea of information control. You wouldn't have people trying to take a piece of the pie and censor certain things so that they can keep their channel alive. Used to be based on how good you were or how likable you were. Now it's an idea of the fact that if you gain power, you can prevent people that are lesser than you from growing through search engine optimization, through copywriting, and such like that.
To be honest with you, right? I guarantee there's probably YouTubers that have done something different, something similar to what the Fine Brothers have done, but we just don't know about it. It's just not public knowledge, and they might be taking videos down left, right, and center, and it's just not public knowledge, you know.
I remember I was gonna say, I was talking about critics. I was gonna say something, the fact that like a game, if they kind of wanted to, it'd be kind of difficult, but if you have, and this has happened before, you have a crappy game, you make a crappy game, and you want to prevent people from knowing it's crappy so you can keep your money alive, you would take action, copyright action against another YouTuber who's critiquing your game negatively. And you would have the power to take that video down so you could prevent people from critiquing your content, which in turn is preventing free speech and is censoring the internet for your own personal gain, which has happened. It was like the Gary incident. It was like a really crappy like mod of a game, a mod of a game, and I think Total Biscuit was he pretty much said is a piece of poop, and the owner started attacking his channel and got some videos taken down. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. I'm not totally. I don't remember 100%, but he attacked his channel, and he had grounds. He had that power to do so, to censor Total Biscuit, to censor.
But here's the thing: he had the power to do that through YouTube.
Through YouTube, not through the court system.
Yeah, because I feel like YouTube's just kind of like this entity of its own. YouTube is kind of like the god. YouTube is our court, you know. So I feel like you can't go by the same standards. Like I honestly feel like, and I know this is me dumbing it down, I feel like if you've got any kind of legal paper, you wave it in front of YouTube, you have power.
Yeah.
You know, you have power. I could go to YouTube tomorrow and say, look, I've got legal paper that I trademarked this windmill build.
Yeah.
And there's 10 other windmills out there that look the same as this. I want you to take it down. I honestly think I would get somewhere if I had the paperwork to back it up.
On YouTube, because it's like a wild west over here.
Yeah, I think I would. I think I would get somewhere. And especially if you've got if your numbers are big enough, like the Fine Bros, if your numbers are big enough, that technically means you have a louder voice. So
if you have the money,
listen.
If you have the money to threaten a lawsuit, and the other person does not have the money to threaten a lawsuit, just take it down. You have that power to bully people on YouTube, because chances are I don't have the money to go to court for one video that made me $12. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is. And that stems from the fact that anyone can make content. You don't have to be like, you don't have an agent. You don't have anything. You're just yourself making content, and you can't really defend yourself, which is why networks are popularized on that. Now they don't do jack, so you can't get connected because of that.
It's like I saw someone say like, oh, what's next? Someone's going to trademark the word pranks, and then all YouTuber prank channels are going to be screwed.
Or rather, prank formats.
Yeah, well, I just feel like people who are saying them things don't necessarily understand what's going on.
It's just a lot of mass hysteria.
They're just reading Reddit, and they're just jumping on the bandwagon. That's what I feel like is happening.
Censorship happens, but it's not like oh my god, my prank videos are going to be censored. It happens anyway to bigger things than just YouTube.
It's like if someone had a show called Pranked, or not even Pranked, called Prank, then they might be able to trademark that, but they won't be able to trademark the whole pull a prank on someone.
Wasn't there like an actual TV show called Pranked? It might have been Punked.
Yeah.
Sounds like knockoff pranked show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's not even that. Like after Punked, right? How many people would like go around and say, "Oh, I just punked you," you know? Oh, you got punked. It's like they could technically. I guarantee you could search on YouTube say like, "Oh, someone getting punked," and something would come up which is not punked. They could technically take that down if they wanted to, and that goes back to the point. Like it all depends on what the Fine Bros do with it. They might not do anything with it. They might just have it just to protect them.
Yeah.
Or they might go out there and take people down.
People assume the worst. We see the potential, you know.
But I see a lot of people saying that they've already taken down videos. But what are these videos that have been taken down? That's a question that I would ask. Like, what are they and who are they from?
Yeah, they're most likely just kind of rip-offs. We're like, oh my god, you guys are Fine Brothers sympathizers, unsub. But in reality, you know,
I wonder if it was like someone reacting to a Fine Brothers video. Like,
that'd be interesting.
It was a reaction to a reaction. But technically, I've seen YouTubers do that. Like Captain Sparkles had a reaction episode about him, didn't he? Like I think it was Kids React to Captain Sparkles. That was what it was called.
Captain Sparkles
reacted to the kids reacting to him.
Captain Sparkles reacts to Fine Brothers, reacts to kids, reacts to Captain Sparkles.
Yeah, that's literally what he did. So if they did take down like a smaller YouTuber reacting to their video, I think that's unfair because they do have bigger YouTubers doing it. But then again, these bigger YouTubers may have got permission from them to be able to do it first.
And they probably aren't making an entire React channel. They might do like one thing. I think the idea is like if you make a React channel, you know what I mean? Like straight React, like Captain Sparkles makes a one-off video, whatever. Another person makes an entire React channel that could threaten the Fine Brothers React channel.
But that's where I think is a fine line. It's like it's a difference between ripping them off or threatening them. Competition is good. Yep. Competition is good. Like I said earlier, that I could start a React channel tomorrow called "Have You Seen This?" What's wrong with me doing that? That's competition for them.
They're preventing.
Why do they want to be the only one? I know they want to monopolize. I know that means more money, but there's nothing wrong with competition. It's like Burger King and McDonald's. I know they taste different, but it's the same
Well,
thing.
I'm sure one of them would love, like McDonald's would love that Burger King like blew up, and
Yeah.
they'd be like, yes, no competition, more money.
Hmm.
I mean, everyone loves competition except the people that are in competition. They're like, ah, man,
Yeah.
I
True.
wish McDonald's told. I think, I think Burger King made like it was like a Big King, and it looked just like a Big Mac, and they no longer have that. But
Yeah, but it's. I think unless they come out and fully clarify why they did what they did, I feel like there's going to be a lot of unanswered questions because every statement that they've come out with so far, because I know they've made a statement on Reddit, they've made a statement on Facebook, they've made a statement on Twitter, and now they've come out with their YouTube video. None of them are 100% clear. They're
yeah,
still. It's still like, why have you done this though?
no,
And that they just say, "Oh no, we did it because we wanted the community to be a part of our series," and I don't believe that, and I don't
no.
think no one else does.
You know, the threat has power within itself. Even if they don't have the power to take down a video, I might be less inclined to try and make a reaction channel because I might get taken down. I might, even if they don't even have the power to do so, I'm not going to make one out of fear of getting taken down.
But do you think like they genuinely feel like their series is under threat from
I
TV
would,
shows? Do you think they feel that, even
yeah,
though this is a channel that has 14 million subscribers, gets millions of views a month, they make enough money to sustain their own business, and they can continue doing that for probably around 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5+
yeah,
years,
yeah,
but they
because
still feel under threat.
it's not like anyone can do it. Okay, Ray William Johnson, where is he at now? Same
Hmm.
exact thing, a little bit different. He reacted himself. These guys are having other people react. If I go to Social Blade right now, how is his channel doing? Social Blade is down for me right now.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
down.
So Ray William Johnson came out years before Fine Bros.
Yes.
That would give us a better clue as to the condition of reaction videos in that kind of mini industry. Ray William Johnson. Because he used to be like the biggest guy.
Because the truth is, right, if Ray William Johnson did
Ooh.
something similar to this back in the day, there may not ever have been a Fine Bros channel.
Exactly. And right now, Ray William Johnson loses about 600 subscribers per day, averaging about negative 20,000 subscribers per month.
But do you
Now,
think? I don't think Fine Bros were on that road just yet.
well, but it could happen. It could happen. Because it is just a reaction channel. There's nothing special about it. Anyone else can do it. So William Johnson, great. Fine Brothers, a little bit better mass reaction channel. So who's gonna watch Ray William Johnson anymore? You could argue Ray William Johnson is kind of a dick,
You
but
could argue that Ray William Johnson's channel died because of channels like the Fine Bros.
exactly, and that could then it's just a vicious cycle. Fine Brothers, they get big, they say something stupid like Ray William Johnson may have said, and then someone else will make a reaction channel that's a little bit different, a little bit better, more tuned to the popular tastes of the future. And then people will migrate. They will no longer watch Fine Brothers. They will watch the new channel, and Fine Brothers becomes a relic of YouTube history, much like Ray William Johnson and anyone before him. And that's what they're protecting. They are afraid because their 14 million subscribers, their millions of dollars per month, per year, whatever, could very easily go away if there is mild competition.
I wonder if they've seen a decline somewhere, like
I mean, if
in their analytics or something that's kind of like, you know what, we need to start preserving what we have.
now it doesn't even have to be a decline. It could be a peak. Like we're at the top of our game. Let's take action now to prevent anyone from taking what we have worked for so many years. Let me
But
check.
this is what I mean. I feel like they need to be honest about that. Don't feed the community with this crap of, we're doing this for you. We want you to be a part, or we want you to grow a lot with our brand. No, ultimately, if you wanted people to grow with your brand, you wouldn't take a cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why are you guys taking a cut for people making videos?
Well, it's to I guess they're just trying to get people, instead of competing, to join them, still take a cut, but they just want to. They're just growing themselves. They're becoming a network so that
that kind of backs up the idea of what you said. Like they don't want to die,
so they create the network and they become the sole proprietary reaction video channel network thing. Some kind of entity of its own.
I do think like when they were planning this out or whatever, they were sitting there thinking, you know what, every React video could be reacted with our brand. Like you could have one person sitting in front of his own PC saying he's watching this, and they could have a Fines Bros thing on it. I do think that probably crossed their mind, but it probably just blew up in all their face.
Yeah, because we caught on. Humans aren't dumb. They can smell it when it's fishy. That's just all they're doing. If they can become reaction videos, then if there's ever a reaction channel, then they'll just be under Fine Brothers, and Fine Brothers won't have to do a thing.
It's kind of like the whole thing is kind of bittersweet, because it's like we said at the start. I do honestly, I do think people are overreacting, but to counter that, do I think it's bad that they're overreacting? No, because I do think that is a good thing, because it's going to keep the Fine Bros in check, because they do have quite a bit of power now based on what they've done. So it's people overreacting this much is going to force their hand to not do anything shady with the power that they have.
Maybe other channels or other companies will be less, likely to make stupid decisions, because people will find out. They will find you out, and they will never forget, as Gabe once said. So, and it's good. There are other things going on that we should maybe be paying more attention to. I could care less about React videos. I don't care. Like, anyone can do it. But it's good that we're aware of the shady tactics of larger corporations and companies and personalities on YouTube, I suppose. I guess it's a good thing, because we're now listening to what they say, reading in between the lines. What does this actually mean? How does this affect YouTube as a whole? How does this affect the industry?
Yeah.
So
because it is exactly what you said, and I do feel like everybody is blowing this way out of proportion, but it's kind of for our own benefit that they're doing that, because they have to do that to make their point.
Yeah. We could see, yeah, there we go. Fine Brothers, their secret agenda was to awaken the YouTube community to shady tactics from other large corporations.
Yeah.
Like, see, this was all our plan to wake you up, sheeple.
Yeah. It's what I said. It's shady what they did. It is shady. Even though everyone's overreacting, it is shady what they did. Because I do get the feeling they were trying to bend the rules a bit.
I hope no one listens and finds out.
Yeah, they were trying to bend the rules a bit, like doing this trademark. Yeah, we're actually technically trademarking our brand, but it does kind of give us the power to take down that odd video here and there where we want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were kind of bending the rules a little bit, and now they're like, "Oh no, we're just trademarking our brand. We're just trademarking our brand." But they know damn well it gave them the power to take down a React video if they wanted to.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what they do with that power.
And they're not going to do much right now because.
Oh no, we have an eye on them.
Yeah, because the whole world has an eye on them right now.
Yeah, so they're screwed for now. So they have this power; they can't do anything with it. I found the person that had their video taken down. His name is 8-Bit Eric, and a comment was saying, "You doing Teens React to this and Teens React to that, as you state at the start of your video, is just blatantly and completely copying and pasting what the Fine Bros are doing. Try to come up with something original instead of just trying to live off someone else's success and ideas."
So 8-Bit Eric did a series called Teens React.
Yes. And apparently, we can't watch it anymore because it's got taken down. But apparently, it was very. I think that might have been like the one video that was taken down, and it was very, very similar.
See, he's used the name Teens React. Now, if that guy came and said to us, "Oh, I was just doing my own thing," I would argue. I would argue with the fact that you knew what you was doing when you called that series Teens React. You
Yeah.
knew there's a popular series called Teens React, so you knew you would get views from that name.
Yeah.
You know,
Like no.
and that is technically benefiting off the Fine Bros brand.
Yeah. Now, if it's only like, yeah, like you said. Now, I actually like I will side with Fine Brothers because, you know, people taking intellectual property on YouTube happens very frequently. If this is like the extent of what they use their power for, then I guess it's not that bad.
But it's like this, right? It's like if somebody took one of your builds and pretty much built the same thing, but entitled it the same, you're going to be a bit like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? But they only changed a little bit of it. Like,
Well, that's just that's plagiarism.
Yeah, a tiny little bit. So if they took down a video that was called Teens React, where a guy had teens react to a video and he called it Teens React as well,
Yeah.
then it's a bit thing. The biggest mistake that guy made was the label of the video. If he called it something else, like high school kids react to something, then I don't agree with them taking it down. But the fact he called it Teens React, I feel like they had a right to.
Yeah. Man, I got super allergies. I'll be right back. Biggs, carry the podcast.
Okay, I'll read the chat. If I can get to the chat. Wait, I went to go check on 8-Bit Eric's show. Now I'm trying to find the chat. 1 second, guys. I will be there in a sec. There we go.
I asked them to suggest the next topic. KS Dude suggests circumcision.
What the heck?
Circumcision is an ancient process, unnecessary by modern standards. That's it.
Circumcision is not that popular around the world. It's only circumcision is a big thing in America, but not around the world.
There's really no reason. You want to cut your ears off because you don't like the way they look? Like,
No,
whatever.
but I think a lot of because it's such a popular thing to do in America. I think a lot of people just assume it's like that around the world. It's not.
No. It's really like it doesn't make sense. See, now we're actually talking about it. We're like, what is the pro of circumcision? What is like the pro?
There's no flappy skin flapping around.
I don't think that's how it works. Like, I think some people are like, man, like, then it's like, it's cleaner. It's like, do you not clean yourself then?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't wash behind your ears? You cut off your ears so you don't have to deal with that?
Yeah.
It's XKS, dude. You can come in here. I will invite you to the second half of the podcast.
You can talk about it yourself.
Yeah,
Your
circumcision, your opinions. Come on in. Come in here. So, that was great. Next topic. Let's go.
Female circumcision.
I didn't even know that's a thing.
Yeah, it is. Google.
Oh my god, yeah. This is not okay. Information control, circumcision. Biggs, when is Draw My Life? And Setup Tour. I said I was gonna do a setup tour like years ago.
Me too, but I want to update my setup before I do it.
Yeah, I got my room's kind of messy. I got a new TV now.
We didn't really write down any other topics, did we?
No, because
we're so pumped about the Fine Bros. Like, yeah, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about it.
What's your opinion of setup tours? I don't know. Well, I got some interactions on Twitter.
Okay.
I don't have a good microphone with me. If you're fine with crappy mic, are you okay with crappy mic? Are you okay with crappy mic?
It's your podcast.
Oh. We'll see. If we call him as like, then we'll see.
Does he actually want to talk about circumcision?
He's the one that was so excited about it. Crap. What's his name on Skype? I can't find it.
His first name begins with A.
Okay. Oh, I can go to the KK chat. Yeah. Please talk about the 10-minute homework rule.
What's that?
I have no idea. I wish homework took 10 minutes. I got too much homework.
I don't know what the 10-minute homework rule is.
I cannot find KS Dude's Skype. There it is. Does he have a new Skype account?
It's his first name. It's
Yeah.
not KSD.
Oh no. Everything. I think next.
I got in trouble for putting his name out there before, so I called him Martin. So I don't.
I remember Martin. Yeah. Next topic should be Kanye West running for president. I'm not gonna leave my view. Don't want to start a comment war. He's running for president? No, he's not. Don't lie. Why did I get hyped for that?
I honestly think Kanye West has got like some sort of disorder where he thinks he's like the king of the world.
Didn't he say that he is God?
He thinks he's like the best rapper in history. History.
No.
Kanye West had one good album and that was it. It was his first album. Ever since then, been trash.
The only song I've ever heard by Kanye West was Bound 2. Honey.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a new profile pic. He looks great. Add to group call. Let's give a listen. Yeah, we now have guests on the Pseudo Serious podcast. So, here we go. Welcome KS Dude 2.
Is he in?
Yeah, he's we're gonna call him in a second. It's basically every year, like first grade, you get 10 minutes of homework, and ninth grade is like,
whoa.
KS Dude, welcome back. Oh my God.
It's been a while. I haven't like talked to you guys like mouth to mouth.
Mouth to mouth.
Mouth to mouth forever.
Mouth to mouth.
I've never talked
I
to
didn't
you.
know I didn't know we spoke that close.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that towards you guys. Like we're pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know about that close. Like that's pretty
not that
close.
How's life been? How's life been?
It's been great. Doing
Good.
podcasts now. Welcome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm over here at college right now, so I apologize if I get interrupted or whatever. I'll try to mute the mic. You know what I mean? So
You gotta get that blue snowball out.
that blue snowball, it's all the way back home. So I'm here at college to try to focus on schoolwork here, and then home's my YouTube haven. So
Sweet.
Scheduled uploading is great. So
How much homework do you get a day?
how much homework? Okay, so I am an atmospheric science major. You need to take a ton of math. Basically, the amount of math classes I need to take is equivalent to an engineering major. So it's a lot. It's very excessive. So right now I'm taking calculus 2, and that's basically hour to 3 hours of homework each night, depending on how far ahead you want to get. Because if you get behind, you're screwed. And then on top of that, I have like other classes. Like I need to read like 80 pages for my English literature class, like between each. And on top of all of that, I'm in a fraternity, and that takes up a certain amount of time. And so you're busy all the time, basically.
Damn. Like I'm an engineering major, but I'm still first year, so I haven't died just yet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have time for YouTube, but I'm not dead.
Yeah, wait until thermo. I heard that's pretty terrible. Some of the guys.
Oh yeah. Thermodynamics. I'm scared. I'm scared for physics too, let alone thermodynamics. However, I'm in computer engineering, so it's not gonna get deep level like.
Yeah.
Just good enough, and then you get into just the programming, the computer
Someone
stuff.
said my voice is so deep.
Your voice is very deep. You sound
it
like
sounds deeper with that microphone.
Yeah, it's not only the microphone. Last night yelled my butt off. As you guys know, I'm a college basketball fan, and I go to I don't know, a certain university that basketball is big at. And last night was a crazy game, so I lost my voice. So
Sweet. I haven't watched basketball. Zybubs is still. Oh, it's Elrius. He's got a. See, KS Dude and Elrius, at least right now, have like the bassiest voices, but I think Elrius has a little bit bassier voice.
a little bit more bassy.
Ooh, it's like
Bass.
super basic. I can't even handle. Cause I knew him like a couple years ago, and it was like a normal voice. Now it's just like. Blah, 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 blah. It's pretty intense. Talking about homework, in your opinion, do you have too much homework? Answer is yes.
Honestly, like I see why I have that much homework. It sucks, but at the same time, in order to, really take your education seriously, I think it's necessary in some aspects. But yeah, too much homework, like I get stressed a little bit. But
Yeah, I think like I took chemistry 1, and I only have to take one chemistry since it's computer engineering. It doesn't really pertain to anything. The guy's like, I expect you to have 6 hours of homework every week. And I'm like,
taking other classes too.
yeah, like, okay, 6 hours. If every class was like that, I have 5 courses. 5 hours of homework a day? Like, okay, so we take that. Sleep 8 hours. I hope, maybe. 5 hours of homework. Not including labs. Does that include labs? No. Add an extra, like, 3 to 4 hours a week. So 5 hours of homework a day. And we'll have, like, maybe, like, 45 minutes out of that. 5.5 hours. So then you have 8 hours of sleep. You wake up. You go to school. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you still go to school. You still have to show up for another 8 hours. So then you have around almost 6 hours. So 8, 6 hours. That's 2 hours of free time left per week.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy, where are the YouTube videos? Like, that's where they went.
That's my chem teacher. I'll tell you.
So KS, did you hear about all the Fine Bros stuff? Do you know about it yourself?
Okay, so honestly, I'm really out of touch with YouTube. I was just talking to a couple of friends this morning, and I've heard of Fine Bros. I don't know about it, so you're gonna have to educate me on it. But yeah, I also heard some fishy stuff, like some people's videos are getting taken down out of thin air without any explanation. There's just rumblings. Do you guys?
Yeah.
That's all I've heard. Literally, I'm so out of touch with YouTube. Like I'm in college bubble world right now.
Do we want
I just happen to pop on and see this podcast is going.
Do we want to go back to Fine Bros?
It's a lie.
Cool.
It's a long.
I'm cool. Fine Bros is a channel, right? I'm not trying to talk about. You know what I mean?
It's a
Other
channel
people's
that
channels
did-
are other people's
They
channels,
did
not
some
my business.
shady trademark stuff, and now they're taking down people's channels and videos.
That's
where
okay.
it
So
comes-
that's related. Okay.
Yeah.
They
That was
ripped
all-
off Fish Bros. People are saying they got a lot of homework, but they're also middle school, so I
You guys don't know it yet.
You don't know.
You don't know it yet. Trust me.
Oh,
It's a lot of middle school. When you get to college, it's
well, I mean, okay, here we go. My friend is like a music theory major, so he shows up to school like an hour a day, and I'm like, you don't even know.
taking a solid 6 credit hours.
6
Music
grade. I
101.
think I'm taking. So I take chemistry 1, calc. Then we have college
Starts at
writing
9
2.
Right there.
We got college writing 2, and then we have macroeconomics, and then you have intro to electrical computer engineering,
Is that 18 credit hours?
and then you have the chemistry lab.
How many hours is that?
I don't know.
That's like 18 at least. Like I'm like equivalating it, and I just made up a word, by the way.
Equivalent.
Equivalent.
As such as a college undergraduate does.
If you say it with confidence, people will think it's a word too. But yeah, look it up in the dictionary. KS's Webster Dictionary.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Sponsored.
I
Please
have
help
my
me
own.
pay for loans.
I should release it. You know what I mean? Like the book of words that were never to be like
Yeah, the
actual words.
dictionary is copywritten. The book of words.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
yeah, I see. I'm the worst and best bullshitting procrastinator on this planet. Because I don't like homework, but I don't for some reason I'm not dead yet. And that might be just because I'm not like a second year or third, but I'm not dead yet, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because like I think my theory is I live by the rule of good enough. You can get a 90 on your homework, and that'll take an hour. But the extra 10% is going to take 2 to 3 hours more just to get that last 10%.
I think I have homework due today. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, God. See you later.
No. I'm just checking to see. I think it's due at midnight.
Yeah.
So I'm all good.
See, midnight homework might be the best addition to college ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Because all online.
Yeah, all online. Oh, do you use like Pearson
A little bit, yeah, for my geography class, yes.
I hate it so much. So,
Yeah.
so people that
Pearson's
don't
a
know,
devil.
I use it for calculus and chemistry and physics. So Pearson is an online text or homework-based software where you can do your homework online. But when you use it for like math or physics, let's say you have a formula. If it's like if you used a different type of bracket, you have a comma in the wrong spot, it's like it's wrong. You lose points every time you get it wrong. You get it wrong 5 times, it shows you the answer. You had the right answer, but you freaking had a comma where an apostrophe should be, and then you just proceed to kill yourself because it's so stupid, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely hate it. I had it for calculus, and it makes me throw up. It's terrible. Stay in school, or not? Actually, I don't know.
Stay in school, only smoke a little bit of meth. Not too much. Just
Yeah,
a little bit.
I would probably have a better time if I smoked meth. I would have a better GPA,
Oh,
so I can hyper focus on the bees inside my skin, and then maybe get down to my homework. Other stuff like, yeah. So I'll do that. Labs, just like, yeah, no. I'll do like, I'm like this. See, sometimes I'll have like, because I don't care. The labs I'm doing don't pertain to what like my major is. So I'm just like, I'll do the lab, and in the discussion page, I'll just like, due to operator error, there are inconsistencies with the values. So I don't have to have exact values. You just call it out, and it's just like, oh, okay, I guess you know why you were wrong. I totally didn't fib all the values. Leave me alone. College is annoying. I just want a job. Leave me alone.
So KS.
Yes.
Ever since you decided to take a break from YouTube, because I know that was a hard decision for you.
No, I was leaving. I was leaving. I was done.
How's life been since you left?
Life has been a lot different. It's been a huge transition period. I like, keeping my real life separate from, YouTube and everything, but I could say that it's been a huge transition period. Obviously went off to college. At the same time, oh, by the way, I just got very distracted. OMG, KS's voice is so fucking sexy. I love you.
This is why we don't
Oh,
call it the
sorry.
Chaos Craft Podcast.
No, but yeah, huge transition period. Life has changed in like every single aspect though. So it's a lot different. And I think it's good that I took the break because I wouldn't have made these changes for the better. At the same time, I wouldn't have been able to make this, smooth of a transition if I was still doing YouTube. If you feel so.
Conman recently took a break, and he said it was like the best thing he did.
Well, it's great. I mean, obviously I missed YouTube. You know what I mean? But it was for the better. And now I have a system put in place where actually I have, like for my single player series on my channel. I'm sorry for that plug, by the way. Essentially, I pre-recorded everything over break. I have videos going up into March.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Into March and like solid episodes because I had enough time. And so I don't need to worry about anything. I just come on and it's all like pre-uploaded and everything. It's set to upload every single Friday consistently. So, I mean, I have a system put in place that's working for me. The only downfall is that it kind of like puts down interactiveness, I guess you could say. And that's another word I just made up.
Yeah, but like it's the cost for going to college. Like every YouTuber that goes to college goes through this. I go through comments in college. We can't do, like during the summer, I did 2 videos a day. I can't do that anymore. I don't have time for that.
Oh, that's crazy.
So what was the turning point for you when you decided you like, you know what? I think I'm gonna try it again. Come back and do 1 video a week.
All right, this is gonna sound very cocky, okay? So please don't kill me. Don't bite it. This is just how I felt, and you know what I mean. This is just how I felt. I was trying to help people out because people were really missing my videos. They're like, Kiss, where are your videos at? I miss you. Come back to YouTube. And this has been like a daily thing that people were doing this. And I'm trying to recommend different, single player series for people to watch. But I kind of noticed how unique my input on single player survival was to the community. And that's why people loved it so much. So I don't know. I couldn't find anyone that could replace me. And that sounds really... That's how I felt though. So
Yeah.
and I'm
Well, they're
release
your
from
fans
Kotaku.
for a reason, right? They like
Exactly.
you. That's why.
Be the
Yeah.
hero they think you are.
Yeah, I'm the. Not all heroes wear capes. They just have Blue Yeti microphones. So.
Blue Yeti microphones. And
No, but yeah, that's how I felt, and I thought that I had a good input to the community. So
Mhm.
that's why I returned overall. And I kind of miss being able to just ramble on behind a microphone, play some Minecraft, and just chill out.
yeah.
Do you enjoy it being back?
I definitely do enjoy it. It's definitely been fun, and the support that I've received has been incredible. And it stinks because I wish I could like thank people more. Like I had like this tweet like I never even like thanked everyone for like how awesome you've been for me returning, just because you're so busy. But I've enjoyed the crap out of it. Yeah, it's been lots of fun, and it's kind of funny because I've changed a lot. You know what I mean? I probably sound different. The way I talk is probably a lot different than 6 months ago. KS, you know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's funny to see people's reactions to the new, 6 months later, college changed him forever. KS.
Kids react to chaos.
Kids, yeah. Oh goodness gracious.
You probably just feel different as well. It's a big change going to college.
Yeah, it definitely is. I have new confidence. At the same time, I have new views and everything because you see the world from a different perspective in college. You meet so many different people.
I
Yeah.
One thing I learned, the biggest thing I learned from going to college is that there's always someone that works harder and is smarter than you.
Oh, tell me about it. Oh goodness.
Like anytime I'm recording a podcast, there's a kid, studying advanced physical properties of ocean depths or whatever, some cool stuff that I'm not doing. Like maybe I should do something important. So that's super cool, KS.
Yep.
I'm glad to see you're back.
Yeah. No, thank you, And to the people who said you doubt, I do remember names. Trust me. It's very tough, and you guys could probably, say this as well. It's very tough to reply to everyone and recognize anyone individually when you have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of,
Yeah.
it's tough to like single everyone out, and that's probably the biggest struggle of having, a sizable audience. Like before this channel here, I didn't have like lots of followers. Like this is like a new experience to me, so it's kind of hard to cope with it all.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we all remember Zybubs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she's always in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. If you want to be noticed, comment every day on all of
Comment
them.
every day. Just a new comment.
There you go. Looking for topic suggestions from the chat. Come back to us so that we can enjoy the last 15 minutes of the podcast. One thing is I forgot to upload episode 4 of the podcast. That will go up directly after this. So if you missed it last week, you can watch another hour and a half of...
When's this week's one's going to go up?
I'm trying to get out like in a couple days. You space stuff out. That was a mistake. I don't know. It was a busy week. I had a lot of homework, and on Wednesday when I was supposed to do it, my computer I used for college blue screened 3 times, and it just became unusable, and I just had to like catch up on all the homework that I was supposed to do, but I didn't because I had no computer. And it slipped my mind that I probably should have uploaded a podcast a week before.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I was telling Biggs, like, we're going to play F1. We're ready to buy F1 2015, and my computer dies. I'm like, I got to spend $600. I'll be right back. But I think
did you actually tell me your PC died?
I told you that I have to go buy a laptop.
Oh, I thought you were just joking.
No, it wasn't a joke. It was like
who says that? I've got to go buy a laptop. Just like
no, I
Cash
left
thing.
for Best Buy, and I'm like, Biggs, I'd love to, but I just realized I'm gonna be broke very soon, so I'll have to get that later. But I think I fixed my laptop. I opened it up and removed like the mushroom cloud of dust that was inside. So, I think we can still play F1. You guys want to see F1 series?
If you still want to get it.
Yeah, I still want to get it. I haven't touched my racing wheel in like months. I just kind of like got into the groove again. I was like, let me play some Forza Horizon 2, and then I realized that came out like 2 years ago, and no one cares anymore. I'm like, oh, come on. I might start doing that. need
Hey,
like,
I have a question for you guys. How's Chaoscraft going? I've been trying to keep up with everything, but you get so behind.
yeah,
So
it's
Yeah.
going excellent. I
It's going
say.
well. We just had like 4 new members join.
goodness gracious.
Crazy, yeah. It's crazy.
Things are positive at the moment.
Plus, is my potion shop still there?
No,
No,
someone
I
took
thought
it
I
down.
saw it. I was like, God damn, I feel terrible. Like I just left that little mess right there.
yeah, no, we took care of that. Like we ran out of space. I think we still have some plots, but like
Yeah.
either that or someone's just like, man, I need quartz. Oh hey, KS dudes.
Yeah. I don't
By
know
all
who,
means, by all
I don't know who
means.
took it down.
Let me borrow that. I feel like Chaoscraft is the worst server for like maintaining previous members' builds. Like MC Builder is still on the server, and we blew up his house.
What?
He
I
did give
remember
us
that. If you guys
permission,
didn't like a house, you guys would always burn it or blow it up.
Yeah, it's-
Ricky just spawned in some TNT or something and just
though.
went to town.
I burnt down Conman's barn.
that was like
Yeah.
I remember that like it was yesterday. It was like a 12-hour stream. You tweeted out that I'm doing a 24-hour live stream, and I was just done with it.
You just couldn't say no to the viewers.
I just want, yeah, I could say I now don't care. Like in 10 minutes, I'm gone. I got stuff to do. But at
You
that
just
point, it
couldn't
was
say
like
no.
the right amount of anger, delusions, and fatigue made me. I think I was like, you know what? Let's just take down Comment's house, and then you just came on and like set it on fire while he went to go get McDonald's and came back to his house on fire. He was mad, but I think it was okay. We built a better one. It was supposed to be the farm, and I never made the farm. Oh, Biggs.
Yes.
The server just crashed.
Oh, what? Probably restart. No,
I was forcibly removed from the server. Come on, guys, give me some topics. See,
Oh, here's one topic. What are you doing right now in Chaos Crafts?
I'm making
It's
a
like-
castle.
Yeah, I'm-
so you're collecting stone then?
Yeah, I'm collecting a ton of stone.
Okay.
Were you
okay.
there when the castle started being constructed?
I think I was there for a little bit. I remember you introducing the idea. But I know about it, and I actually just recently watched a Kibitz and the Captain episode, and they were traversing through there. I'm not
Traversing
sure
is an accurate term.
traversing through.
Like
yeah.
wading through the maze. Have you seen what it looks like?
Holy moly! Is this like the diamond blocks? Is this the castle?
Yeah, that's my throne. This is what it looks like from the front.
Goodness gracious!
It's pretty large.
There's a little bit of a delay there, so I'm waiting to see. But, hey guys, let's talk about Donald Trump. I love this. I love talking about this.
Too late. We talked about him like 2 podcasts ago.
Gosh darn it! Gosh darn it!
We're relevant.
2016, baby. Let's go. No, I'm kidding.
I'm trying to think of like, see, I'm watching other podcasts. We're still learning how to podcast. So I'm thinking about like keeping an eye on the news, and then we could talk about it next week. That might be cool.
Why do boys make girls angry? Okay.
Is this a joke? Like, is there a punchline to this?
It's a vice versa. I could create some really funny jokes off of it, but sometimes it could be a sensitive topic. But
Why do girls?
it's a
make-
vice versa thing.
Well,
It's a vice versa thing.
mainly is because our brains are wired differently. Women are a bit more emotional, and men are analytical about all the situations that they encounter. For example, if a woman says, "Listen to my problems," a man's goal is to solve that problem. And if
Yes.
they don't solve that problem, it's incredibly frustrating because to them it's like they have a to-do list. And we have to accomplish that, or it's like I have no life purpose unless I accomplish this goal. And at that moment, the goal is to solve whatever problem you're complaining about. But women don't want that problem solved. They just want you to listen. And you don't want to listen. You want to solve the problem. And that's why we get angry. We don't,
Oh my gosh! No, I
boys
totally
play with
agree.
our hearts. Women play with our hearts. I have some opinions on this.
Also, because we have this monthly thing that makes us moody. I'm dying.
Is that true, Biggs?
Oh gosh.
Huh?
Does I get moody?
No comment.
You're setting him up, man. You can't do that to us.
So I
Can't
was
get
waiting.
Ricky in trouble.
Yeah, just waiting for you to just be like, yeah, every month. My God, hate it.
Yeah, I'll talk about that when the podcast's off.
Yeah, me and Biggs talk like 45 minutes before the podcast starts, so. And she's no longer there, so we can have our own personal conversations. Fancy's been heartbroken. No comment. Yeah, y'all don't want drama. There's no comment. This is a great podcast.
I'm not sure if I could sense sarcasm and the no comment is a great answer. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, sure. This is great. So, how's your guys' weekend?
It's great. It's great. This is like the best like topic that I could think of right here. You know, how my weekend's going.
Dinky's really enjoyed when we were talking about like the gaming industry as opposed to
Gaming, yeah.
YouTube. I do have a lot of opinions on that, but I feel like Biggs doesn't care.
I don't care about games that much, honestly. Minecraft is like the. I mean, I play games. I'm just not too into it. You know what I mean? And quite ironically, I have a gaming channel, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty like involved since I collect games, so I have to like know the industry and I have some opinions on that. I should probably have like different guests for different situations. Like Biggs is like, we're gonna talk about racism. KS Dudes, we're gonna talk about circumcision, and then I'll have my gaming industry.
I can't believe you even brought that. I was just trying to think of like the most bizarre topic, and you guys took it down.
We're good. We're mature. The pseudo-serious podcast.
Believe that.
It's like the essence of it.
Yeah.
Boys
There you go.
are obsessive.
You know what we need to talk about right now?
What?
Poop.
Well,
Poop.
I mean,
the whole concept of it.
if you
Can
don't
we tackle
poop-
this?
if you don't poop enough, you get sick. It's good to like relieve your body of. You absorb your body absorbs the nutrients, expels the waste. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong.
As Morgan Freeman once said, everyone poops. You can look up that video.
That was a sorry ass impression of Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I know. I don't care. Leave me alone.
It's all good. I could probably try to take a crack at it with my raspy voice, raggly.
Yeah.
Another word I just made up. I'm actually writing all these down right now. I'm gonna publish my book in like 10 years of just
Your biography, everyone poops.
my autobiography of made up things.
Fancy. How come Conman failed kindergarten? That's an
Wait,
old
what?
joke.
Wait, what?
I don't know, on the stream we just kept like Conman, why'd you fail kindergarten? He got so mad. How do you fail
Oh my
kindergarten?
gosh.
Wow, I wish he was here. I think next podcast we'll try to get Conman. We did one with most of the Chaos Trap members and it was great. But I enjoy having like more. I would love to have more people that aren't on Chaos Craft because then you get more opinions.
Yeah.
I talk to you guys too much out of podcast.
We haven't talked in months. What are you talking about?
No, that's it's a change of pace. Look at that.
It's a change of pace.
We got KS Dude on the Pseudo Series podcast as it's
How did that
ending.
happen?
You see, you know, I don't know why I keep it to an hour and 30 minutes because it's an hour 27 minutes right now. We have run out of things to say. It is perfect.
Ask me random questions.
Q&A right now. 10-minute
right
Q&A. 10-minute Q&A. We'll do that, and we will leave you so that Zai can. Zai, do you wanna get here? Even if I invited you, you wouldn't even want to be in the podcast. I know. I know this.
Oh man.
Zai was always there, like the moments before, during, and after the podcast. She made no indication that she wanted to join the podcast. That's on her. That's on her.
There's a few podcasts as well where she had like some big opinions as well.
She's in the chat. She's mediating. She wants to be in podcast. She can come in for like 10 minutes, spout all about that Donald Trump, and then head off. It doesn't matter.
You know, Trump's kind of a genius. You know what I mean? In terms of how he's running his campaign. When you guys were talking about, what is it? Any attention's good attention.
No such thing as
You know
bad
what I mean?
publicity.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he's taken advantage of. The guy knows it. He was on reality TV for who knows how long. You know what I mean?
Everyone knows who he is. Guess
Everyone knows who he is.
Reddit knows who Bernie Sanders is. No one else knows who Bernie Sanders is.
Right?
Like,
Feels the burn, man.
My dad was just like, Bernie Sanders, he looks like he's gonna be dead before the presidential starts. Presidential, whatever. I'm having a brain fart. Coffee crash. Republicans don't know who Bernie Sanders is
Oh yeah, I do.
because of the fact that he's not taking any campaign funds. Because that's just how he is. But that's a direct correlation to his popularity, to the fact that he's not getting aid from other companies. So he's not getting his name out. He's getting his name out through Reddit. Everyone, if you're on Reddit, it's like every other post, like Bernie Sanders.
All right, so looks like we have some questions here.
Why does Fancy suck at romance?
Who said that?
Emma Let's Play.
What, did you try to romance her, Fancy?
Whoa. I feel like
Yeah, what is happening here?
why does Fancy romance?
What went on between you and Emma?
Yeah,
why
seriously.
doesn't Fancy commit?
My goodness.
I've never met Emma Let's Play.
Exactly, that's her point.
She's reading me like a
You keep saying you never met her. That's why you suck at romance. She's like,
Yeah.
what about that night?
all my so silly. Why don't you ask Emma? Clearly she has some opinions on why I suck at romance.
Oh, you're like throwing it back at her. What did she do?
I don't know who this person is.
Hey, here's a deep question. You guys ready? How do you think labels confine people?
Oh my god, this was last week.
Yes.
KS dude, that was literally last week's
You're going to
podcast.
upload that in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you'll have the answer. Long form.
Cool. I don't know. I just read that. So.
What do you guys think of Connor's radio show? I think it's really ambitious. I
Wait,
like
what
it.
happened?
Con Man left YouTube and his wings sprouted and now owns his own radio show.
Really?
Through the school he's at.
Yeah, college.
Really? That is
What-
awesome.
what's he studying again? Video production or something
Probably
like that?
just like radio, television, anything.
Yeah.
He used to
Like
like
media production and
he used to study for like touching athletes and making them feel good, but that's no longer.
Gosh.
It was like a physical therapist, but he's just like, this is boring, which is great. We have more views when we talk about circumcision than serious topics, by the way.
Circumcision. It's something else. Something else.
Fancy, I could go on about your commitment issues. Emma, I'm tired of this. I don't need you to hurt me. I'm my own person.
So why did Kahneman fail kindergarten then?
You know what? That's the age-old question.
Question of the century. Like how would you though? Like just like refuse to sing the ABCs or man, I just don't know how it can happen. I think it's tougher to fail kindergarten than to pass it. I mean, did that come out right?
No.
Tougher to fail than to pass kindergarten.
How do you spell circumcision?
Don't Google it, Fancy. You're gonna get
Do not Google circumcision, people. Just heads up. It's best to just leave it alone.
Kids react to circumcision.
No.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Zai knows it's been an hour and 30 minutes. They're just like, oh my god, Elias, get out. He's like, Fancy, we're gonna finish building my medieval RP server, mate. It's like, no tutorials. I'm done. Podcasts. That's it.
Our current topic circles.
You do get like that though, because I remember when I used to just do tutorials, it was like you get to a point where you're like, I don't want to do tutorials anymore.
Kahneman failed nap time. That's just not good. Just couldn't settle down.
Restless. Oh my god, don't ever Google image anything. Yeah, Zai looked up circumcision. Found some real-time videos. Getting there with the teeth.
My gosh.
So I think we've been going on long enough. Once we start talking about circumcision, it's downhill. So
I'm sorry, guys.
thank you all for coming to the Pseudo Serious Podcast with Biggs and KS Dude. Directly after this, I will have episode 4, last week's podcast, up. So if you didn't see it, you will have a chance to continue your obsession with the Pseudo Serious Podcast. I don't know why. So if you love that, then great. I'll probably have this video up tomorrow or the day after. Don't matter. Eventually, I'll have it up. So this is the first video with the overlay. I want to thank J-Bomb for making this wonderful overlay. We can have look at that professional. It's so good. Yeah, that's about it. So thank you all for watching. We will see you next week on Sunday at like 1, 2. With that, I'll see you guys later. Stay fancy, my friends. Bye-bye.
Bye.